What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another quick episode, Retro Hoop Breaks. We got a little bit of a different episode today. This is probably going to be one of my first how-to videos. So I'm going to lay out a scenario here for you guys. Let's say a couple years ago, you bought some Trae Young rookie cards. You thought this kid was going to be a beast. Turns out to be a beast. And let's say you jump on eBay and you realize that that $5 card that you bought at the beginning of the year or at the beginning of the season is now worth $200, and you're sitting on 5 or 6 of them. Okay. You throw them up on eBay, there's a bidding war ensues, and you make some money. You sell your card for $200 each one, and you made some money. Congratulations, Gordon Gekko. Okay. You've made a hefty profit. But before you run off and buy that yacht off of your sweet ROIs, the next thing that you have to do is you got to ship that card out. And I think that is probably one of the most overlooked and underappreciated parts of investing. If you're an investor, if that's what you do, I do a little bit, but if that's what you do, I think this would be a good video for you to watch so you can really take care of those cards and make sure that they get in the hands of the people who paid hard-earned money for them safely. They get there intact, and they're happy with their cards, so you get good feedback, and you can go spend your earnings. So eBay is doing this new thing now where you can do tracking for $1. You can ship in plain white envelopes. I don't like that. I really don't. I think it perpetuates laziness when it comes to shipping cards. And I mean, unless you're like a ComC or like a Probstein, however you say it, and you're just not doing big volumes like that. I ship I'd say on a given week, I'll ship out maybe like 10 to 15 cards. So the way that I ship is it's good enough for me. I still use bubble mailers. I don't like this plain white envelope thing. I've had cards come to me already with this new plain white envelope thing damaged, really low numbered cards. I'll show you guys in the video, or in the next segment in the video. But I really felt like it was important because, as you guys have seen in a lot of my mail time videos, some of the shipping is just atrocious. So I kind of wanted to just put this together as a how-to, just throw it up on the channel for reference. This is how I ship cards, both graded and ungraded, and we'll get into that. So let's head on over to not the breaking bench, but to this little bench behind me, and I'll kind of show you guys how I do what I do. I'm going to show you guys something that should be relatively simple. I mean, it should be, right? But as you guys have seen in many of my mail day episodes, basic concept of how to properly ship a card seems to elude most people. We've seen it all from the worst of the worst to the best of the best on the channel. So I'm going to show you guys 2 different things really quick. First of all, we're going to ship one card, just regular card by itself. Show you guys how to do that, or how I do it. I'm going to show you how I do it just to make sure that everything is on the up and up. And then we'll go into some of the tools that I use and some of the things that I have that make my shipping life a lot easier. So let's start with the card itself. I'm just using this as a prop, but it's in a penny sleeve, and it's in a top loader. So first piece of equipment that you need to get yourself is a roll of blue painter's tape. I've experimented with a couple of different ones. Scotch blue seems to do the job really well. Okay, so your card is protected from all sides in your top loader. Okay, with the exception of the front and the back are a little bit weak. But what you want to do is you want to pinch off this top so that your card doesn't fall out, so that your card is nice and snug and hugged inside of this. Okay, inside of its top loader. Now, the next thing, pieces of cardboard. These are really easy. You can, I'm not going to tell you exactly where you can get free boxes from, but you know where you can get free boxes from. Spend some time on a Saturday, on a Sunday, while you're watching a game, while you're watching whatever it is you're watching, and go ahead and just cut you out some sleeves. It's not that hard. Sandwich them in between, okay? And then for your next piece of equipment that you need to buy, you don't have to have a fancy tape dispenser like this, but for sure, get you some Easy Start duct shipping tape. They have it everywhere. Walmart, Target, and rip you off a nice little piece. Okay. Now, some people like to affix the card itself to the thing. I don't like putting shipping tape on top loaders. It is a pain to get off, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. So keep it on the outside like this here, and wrap it all the way around nice and tight so that you are making a sandwich with the cardboard and your card, and it's nicely snugged and hugged in there, and it's not going anywhere. But that's not it. Go ahead and rip you off a second piece, okay, and go top to bottom. Go the opposite way. And make sure what you're doing is, what you want to do on these edges right here, you kind of want to pinch them a little bit. Pinch the edge a little bit as to create a pinch this way and a pinch that way so that your card doesn't move around. It's really simple. It's not that hard, okay? Take your mailer, your bubble mailer, slip it in there. Now, I reuse all of my bubble mailers. Okay, I reuse them. You guys will see in my mail days that I just cut the tops. When I buy something in from eBay or anywhere that comes in a mailer, I usually just cut the tops. Okay, that way I can reuse them. And I just take a piece of tape. Okay, put it across the top. All right, and then usually what I do, so I'll take some scissors. It's another piece of equipment that you need. I'll just cut the ears off. Okay. And then fold that down and pinch it. Make sure it's nice and tight. And there you have it, folks. It's not that hard. Okay. From there, you can slap your label on there. Do whatever you got to do. The label maker that I use, or the printer that I use, is, I'll kind of point you that way, is that one right there. It's a Dymo Label Writer 4XL. I use 4x6 labels that I bought off of Amazon. eBay has already set up to where you can print on a 4x6 label. Comes just like this. Take your label off. That way you print everything up. Take your label off, smack it down, send it off. You're good to go. Okay? So, that's how I ship single cards. If you have multiple cards, I do the same thing. I put a piece of blue painter's tape on the top of every single card. Okay, I'll get 3 or 4 of them together. You know, if I'm shipping multiple, I'll get 3 or 4 of them together, and I'll put them in there. And I'll do the exact same thing. 2 nice bigger size pieces of cardboard, because if you're shipping multiples, you want to make your cardboard a little bit wider so that you can still get that corner pinch effect and the top and bottom pinch effect so that everything is nice and snug. And then slide it in there, and you're good to go. So the other thing is shipping out graded cards, PSA, SGC, HGA, GMA, whatever, GEM, whatever. A little bit different. Once again, because I recycle my my bubble mailers, I go ahead and get a little generous with these. Now, chances are, if I'm selling a graded card, I'm not going to wrap it up or anything. I usually just stick it in one bubble mailer, like so, and then stick that into an even bigger bubble mailer. It's that simple. Now, I know you may be thinking, oh, that's overkill, that's overkill. Listen, the #1 rule to shipping out cards successfully is the golden rule. Ship your cards just as you would have them shipped to you. This is a well-protected card. It's doubled up on the bubble mailers. There you have it. Slap a little tape on there, okay? A little reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle going on. And that's it. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Here's my thoughts on this new thing that eBay is doing, right? With the 10 cent or the $1 shipping and all that business. I looked into it. I think the label can't, or the actual package itself can't be more than a 1/4 inch thick. You know, those of you sending stuff in plain white envelopes, I don't like that. I don't think it does really well to like protect anything. You're not protecting the cards very well. I've had several cards. I'll show you guys one right now. That actually came in a plain white envelope, and that's what happened to it. It came in the top loader. All they did was had a top loader, stuck the top loader. It was penny sleeved and top loaded, but they stuck that just in a plain white envelope and slapped that label on there and sent it off. And I guess somewhere along the line it got crushed. That's 2 of them so far that I've had that happen to. So listen, if you're gonna sell cards on eBay, just go ahead and charge the $5 shipping, and you know, do a quality job shipping your cards. Because what's going to end up happening is they're going to, you know, the person's going to get their cards, they're going to be all jacked up, then they're going to charge you back. Your eBay seller rating is going to go to the crapper. I mean, it's just not a good look for anybody. So do yourself a favor, don't ship with that. Ship with the regular. I think for anything inside the US that's under 5 ounces, which is, I mean, this card here is, I mean, this bubble mailer here with the graded card and doubling up on the bubble mailers, it's 3.2 ounces. So a 4 ounce postage is going to cost you $3.50 at the most. Go ahead and spend the extra $2, folks. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it, in my opinion. I mean, I'm not shipping, you know, I'm not a ComC or I'm not a Probstein or whatever, so I'm not doing big volumes. But man, it's just so much worth. It's worth it. Peace of mind. Go ahead and put it in a bubble mailer. Send it out. Charge $5 for shipping on your listings. That's what I do. Every listing that goes out, it's a $5 ship, $5 to ship, because this is what I do. All right. I want people to get their cards and be happy with them, just like I get my cards and I'm happy with them when I get them and they're wrapped properly. So I just wanted to do this video because, again, I think it's something it's a very easy topic to gloss over in the grand scheme of things. But here's what I use. Okay, blue painter's tape, shipping tape. Okay, it's not that hard. You can get all this stuff at Walmart. A pair of scissors. Okay, and chances are, if you're buying cards on eBay, if you're selling cards on eBay, chances are at some point you're buying cards on eBay too. Go ahead and reuse your bubble mailers. Just cut the tops off of them, stick them in a bucket. I got a big old bucket full of bubble mailers, and that's it. Get you a little scale. Okay, some of you were asking why I have a scale. This is why I have a scale. You know, I know some of you guys were wondering what I weigh on here. I weigh my packages, guys. Come on. But to be fair, what really helps me out is the label writer. Okay, the label writer. Go ahead and invest a little bit of money in that. I think they're like $100. Labels are super cheap on Amazon. 4x6 inch labels. eBay and PayPal can both be configured to print all of your labels in 4x6. You know, it's just a lot easier. They come out really easy. You can slap the labels on them and get moving. There's no need to tape labels and do all that stuff. I used to do that. I used to print them out on an inkjet printer, cut them out, put them down, tape them, and all that stuff. It's just so much easier. If you're going to be doing some consistent shipping, go ahead and pop for a good label maker or a label printer. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. It's really simple. Blue painter's tape, shipping tape, pair of scissors, and do something good for the environment and reuse your bubble mailers. Saves you money. It's good for the kids. And that's it. All right, I'll leave you guys with that. I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully this helps. I'm gonna try to start I'm not gonna start a series, but you know, this will be kind of my first how-to, right? How to ship your cards. I'll do another one on how I store my cards. I'll do another one on how to, you know, I'll add how to, how to submit your cards to SGC, HGA, PSA, all that stuff. I'll do one of those for each one of those. But this will be the first one. How to ship your cards. I think it's the most overlooked thing. And make the people who are paying you money for those cards happy. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks a lot. If you like this, give it a like. Tell me what you think down in the comments. How do you ship your cards? Do you use this same kind of stuff that I'm using? If not, what do you do different? I'm curious. Yeah, so we'll leave you guys with that. I love y'all. Peace.